Und da sind wir jetzt auch schon wieder zurück hier bei Meisterdetektive Archives. Wir sind jetzt hier in diesem zweiten Waggon drin und wir haben jetzt hier jede Menge sonderbar aussehende Charaktere. Schauen wir doch mal, was es mit denen auf sich hat.
You are, right? You're master detectives, aren't you?
Sind das vielleicht Meisterdetektive? Also wirklich gesprächig scheinen die jetzt nicht.
We are. But who are you?
I'm with you. I think I'm also a master detective of the World Detective Organization.
A boy like you? Master Detective of the WDO?
Ist das die Stimme von Miu?
It seems like it.
Oh, oder?
Seems like it.
Like hell, dumbass. Huh?
Also die schauen,
A runt like you, a master detective? You're just shooting your mouth off. You look like a shriveled anteater.
okay.
Anteater?
Also wirklich freundlich sind die jetzt nicht.
What's the meaning of this?
You got a lot of nerve posing as a master detective. You wanna die right here, right now?
Es ist doch zu früh, ich wollte noch ein paar Parts machen, Mann.
Wait, please hear me out. Oh, right. I have proof that I'm a master detective.
A letter? From the World Detective Organization?
Ja, ich meine, wir tragen doch auch dieselben Klamotten wie die anderen auch.
It's real. There's no mistake about it.
What? Are you serious?
Looks like there's a reason behind this. Go ahead and tell us. Fine.
Right, thank you.
Ups, jetzt habe ich da aus Versehen den Satz geskippt.
But there's really not much to explain.
Kannst du irgendwie automatisch machen? Irgendwie. Ah ja, hier, Auto. Auf L. There's not much to explain.
And that's what happened.
Ich hätte jetzt auch gern gehört. Ich war neugierig.
Amnesie.
Amnesie.
Looks that way. I was hoping one of you would know who I am.
Apparently not.
No way. We're on the same team, but no one knows me? Then who am I?
Wer ist er?
That's what I want to know. Besides, even if the letter is real, you may not be the right recipient. Why do you suspect me?
There is a reason why.
Es gibt einen Grund.
But first, do you know what the World Detective Organization is all about?
Fälle lösen?
A little bit? I think I remember a little. Or not.
Guess not. So you called yourself a member without even knowing.
Ja, komisch, ne?
Yes. Sorry.
Well, I suppose it's a master detective's duty to shepherd the lost. Very well, I'll tell you. Maybe you'll regain your memories after hearing what I have to say.
Da bin ich mal gespannt, was er zu sagen hat.
Thank you.
Achso, ich dachte, es sei einfach... Okay, reden wir mit ihm, oder? Also er sieht so ein bisschen komisch aus, vor allem mit diesen Ohren, aber,
Listen up. The World Detective Organization is
Sie ist...
an extra-legal, extra-privileged organization devoted to eradicating the world's unsolved mysteries.
Die Enthüllung von weltweit ungelösten Geheimnissen. Vielleicht kann er mir erklären, was nach dem Ende von Danganronpa V3 geschehen ist.
Their branches exist throughout the world, and their investigations are handled by master detectives.
Die Meisterdetektive.
As of now, there are roughly 1,000 master detectives in the WDO. All have powers specializing in investigative work.
Das ist echt viel, 1000 von denen.
Powers.
They are supernatural powers used in investigation, known as forensic fortes.
Übernatürliche Kräfte namens Forensik Forte.
People who develop talents such as clairvoyant or mind reading.
Also so besondere Fähigkeiten wie Hellseherei und Gedankenlesen, weil ja, dieses Spiel ist etwas übernatürlicher als die Danganronpa-Spiele. Hier haben wir auch schon Geister gesehen und so, also das ist in diesem Spiel scheinbar völlig normal.
They train at the organization to harness these special powers, which aid in their investigations. Those who manage to gain a forte are recognized as master detectives and given a detective deed.
Also man braucht eine solche Forte-Fähigkeit, um ein Meisterdetektiv zu sein, scheinbar.
Which means, if you're a master detective, it should say so on your license.
Eine Lizenz? Haben wir überhaupt eine?
Detective Deed?
It's an identification card. Check your pockets.
I don't have one.
Na, habe ich ja auch gerade gedacht.
If you don't have a detective deed, you ain't one of us. Even if you got one, I'd suspect it's fake anyway.
Die Leute sind alle nicht so nett, ne?
Oh, hold on. I'm not trying to trick anyone.
Pardon me. He seems to be the only one accused of being an imposter. But how about the rest of you? If you require he has some sort of proof, then the same would apply to everyone here.
Wir kennen nicht mal die Namen von denen.
The hell did you just say?
She's right. Everyone here has just met for the first time. Naturally, we would doubt one another.
Ah, der Klassiker aus Danganronpa, ey.
Huh? First time? So, you guys don't know each other?
Also, wenn jetzt jeder auch eine Fähigkeit hat, ne? Dann ist es ja auch nicht wirklich anders als mit den Ultimates in Danganronpa, oder?
Master detectives rarely meet together. We each travel the world on our own, solving cases. I've never seen so many gathered together for a case like this.
Dann muss es einen krassen Fall geben
We
hier.
thought all of the summoned members had shown up and were about to start introductions. Then you walked in.
I see.
Well, let's start the introductions. We'll include the tardy one as well.
What? You still want to do introductions? With the imposter too?
Ich kann das Wort nicht mehr ernst nehmen
It's
seit
vital
Among
for
Us.
us to ascertain each of our identities moving forward. All the more reason due to this perplexing circumstance.
Perplexing circumstance? What does he mean by that?
Now, let's begin.
Die Vorstellungen. Muss ich jetzt erst... Ja, okay, oder? Ah, ja, das ist doch schön. Ich kann mir die Namen nie merken, Mann. Das wird ein bisschen down. Was ist mit dir hier? Hast du schon irgendwas gesagt eigentlich? Wer ist er hier?
I am Zange Eraser. I come from a detective agency on the front lines, far from here.
Sange. Ja, was ist... Hat er jetzt eine Fähigkeit oder so? Ich trau dem nicht. Ich trau dem jetzt schon nicht.
Perhaps you expect an introduction, but I have nothing to say.
Er hat nichts zu sagen.
Let the past melt like ice in an evening's drink. That's how I live my life. My forte is thoughtography. I can transcribe images from my memory onto electronics.
Gedankographie ist seine besondere Fähigkeit. Er kann die Bilder aus seiner Erinnerung auf Elektronikgeräte übertragen, okay.
That's all from me. There's no need for any further explanations.
Das hat bestimmt irgendwas mit dem Auge da zu tun, das er hat, oder? Also,
There's clearly something extraordinary about him.
dieses Ding da über seinem Auge halt. Setsukas Vater. So, wen haben wir hier?
I'm Mayfex Logan. I'm from the detective branch in the eastern slums.
Aphex Logan. Auch er hat so einen Ausweis.
They call me a master detective now, but I'm originally a broke, illegal immigrant. When I was a kid, I was in an upstanding home, living an upstanding life. My parents were lawyers who never tolerated injustice. They should have left well enough alone with that local mafioso. Because they went after him, they were murdered. Their necks were cut open, right in front of me.
Das ist ziemlich brutal.
That's awful.
I ran away to protect myself and jumped on a ship at the port. I didn't know where the ship was going. That was the moment I threw away my past and my home.
Ja, ganz ehrlich, wenn die Eltern umgebracht werden vor den eigenen Augen, ne, dann schließt man mit dem Leben vielleicht auch erstmal so ein bisschen ab.
I drifted to the slums and did everything I could to survive. I managed to survive until now. thanks to luck. With my natural talents, I was able to become a detective. But I also wanted revenge.
Er wollte auch Rache.
I can't stand evil. But even if you ain't evil, I'll show no mercy to those who stand in my way. If I can't figure out the difference between the good guys and the baddies, then I just beat up both of them.
Oh, okay.
Kill or
Na
be
gut.
killed is my motto.
Töten oder getötet werden.
He looks scary, but that's not all. I think there's a deep sadness within him.
I can't share details about my forte. Just know it's kind of like radar.
Eine Art Radar ist seine Fähigkeit.
That's all you're going to tell us?
You got a problem with that, you tiny runt?
Also man muss schon sagen, er hat uns aber mehr gesagt als der andere Typ gerade.
Not at all.
Und was ist das überhaupt für eine Mütze? Die geht ja durchs Gesicht so richtig durch, ja?
You sure are a frail-looking kid, aren't you? And pale to boot. Like disaster's got its claws on you. You sure nothing weird is haunting you?
No way.
Haha.
A detective's gotta be tough. How about a little training? First, you'll need to get used to stab wounds. We'll start with an ice pick, scissors, then a fruit knife.
Das hört sich nicht ganz so geil an, ey.
No thanks.
Don't be shy, runt.
Ich glaube, wir sollten abhauen.
Really? I'm fine.
Too bad.
Oh, okay, so viel dazu. Er hat eine traurige Hintergrundgeschichte, konnte man schon hören. Und deswegen ist er jetzt wohl so, wie er ist. Nun, wen haben wir denn jetzt hier?
I'll go first. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Zilch Alexander.
Die haben alle so komische Namen. Also die Danganronpa-Spiele hatten immer sehr japanische Namen, aber hier?
I'm from the Southern Forest Preserve District's detective agency. They call me Nature's Mediator.
Mediator der Natur.
I love people, nature, and the harmony between them.
Deswegen hat er diese Ohren, oder?
However, there are times when some would attempt to ruin that harmony. My specialty is in handling those people.
Er kann bestimmt sehr gut hören wegen diesen Ohren, oder?
Have you heard of the chain of mysterious murders surrounding the dam construction at Soul's Lake?
Noch nie von gehört.
Rumor has it that one by one, everyone involved with the dam's construction died, all cursed by a sunken ritual site.
Kann ich nur mal sagen, dass ich den Soundtrack bisher schon richtig geil finde?
It was a once-in-a-century difficult case. The one who solved it was none other than myself.
Das hört sich beeindruckend an.
There wasn't much to it. The culprits were locals who wanted the rights to the dam for themselves. The strange part is that all 52 villagers were in on it. They all kept their lips sewn shut to protect the secret. I'll let you figure out what that means. When harmony between man and nature is disrupted, disaster strikes. That is one thing I have learned as a detective.
Nature's mediator. He does look like a good detective.
Ich verstehe immer noch nicht so ganz, was seine Fähigkeit ist.
Though he suspected me, he still gave me a fair chance to explain myself. He looks a bit intense, but maybe he's a good person.
Ja, vielleicht.
I'll describe my forte as well.
Ah, jetzt, er wird es uns erklären, okay.
I'm uncomfortable exposing classified information regarding investigators, but this is an emergency. My forte is animal investigation.
Tierische Ermittlung.
I can control animals as I wish and recruit them for my inquiries. Quite fitting for the philanthropist that I am.
Er hat also die Kontrolle über alle Tiere, scheinbar.
Though useful in many ways, I mainly use it to gather intel. It allows me to survey a target while remaining undetected. As a basic rule, I can only control four-legged mammals. Less
Okay.
intelligent animals are easier to control. I often use mice. They're the perfect animals for undercover investigations.
Ja, vielleicht weil die so klein sind.
Unfortunately, I can't show it off right now, because there aren't any mice on this train.
Not only is he a good detective, but he also has those powers. He really is impressive.
That is all from me. With love, I yield to the next person.
Die nächste Person. Ich glaube, ich habe noch 2 weitere gesehen, oder? Also dieses Mädchen noch und dann noch diese Frau und dann sind wir auch erstmal durch scheinbar. Wer bist du denn?
Hey, young man.
Me?
That's right. Come here. Stand before me.
Ist das die Stimme von Miu?
Why? Whoa. Huh? What's going on?
Die erste Person, die ja nett ist, scheinbar.
I'm measuring you.
Oder?
Stay still for just a second. I'll be quick. Thank you. That was quite educational. That outfit fits you well.
Was sollte das jetzt, huh?
My name is Melanie Goldmine. My home is rather far north from here. Up there is a branch with detectives adept at spiritism. I was also active there as a medium.
Sie war ein Medium. Das heißt, sie kann mit den Toten reden oder so? Melanie Goldmine.
A medium?
I can summon the souls of the dead by using my body as a vessel.
Summon a soul? Can you summon anyone who has died? Like, for example, the victim of a crime?
Das wäre krass.
Of course. But there is one condition. I require the clothes that person wore while they were still alive.
Das wird bestimmt irgendwann mal wichtig sein.
Only by wearing their clothes can I summon their soul. Hence why my powers don't work on people smaller than me, or if the person is far bigger. Overall, the size must match.
Ja, stimmt, ne?
Also, I can't abide outfits with no fashion sense. Filthy, reeking clothes are always out of the question.
Sie hat auf jeden Fall ihre Standards, würde ich mal sagen.
That sounds more like a preference than a condition.
Clothes make a man. They reveal all about one's livelihood. Like skin worn over skin. That's what clothes are all about. Consider that when compared to bare skin, clothing has a greater surface area seen by other people.
Ja, kommt drauf an, auf die Person, aber.
Therefore, clothes are an expression of a person's identity and originality. You ever think about how you've never heard of ghosts being naked? Ghosts wear clothing because those clothes are a part of their identity.
Ist das so? Hab noch nie einen gesehen.
Now that you mention it.
That's why, despite your amnesia, I can tell the kind of person you are just by looking at the clothes you wear.
Really?
Your uniform is undoubtedly an official one supplied by the WDO. And I found it fits you perfectly after measuring your size. I don't think it could possibly belong to someone else.
Wir tragen ja alle irgendwie das Gleiche so,
Which
ne?
means I really am a master detective? Am I one or not? I can't figure it out without my memory coming back to me.
That's all I have to say. I'm the medium detective Melanie. Nice to meet you all.
Also auf jeden Fall die bisher netteste hier. Aber das ist auch nicht schwer bei den anderen dreien hier, oder? Wobei der hier war eigentlich ganz okay. Und der Dude hier hat ja gar nichts gesagt eigentlich. Naja, gut. Wen haben wir jetzt hier noch? Letzte Person scheinbar.
An introduction. Introduce myself.
Ja.
A subjective observation of one's own self-image, explained objectively.
Are you okay?
Also so schwer ist jetzt nicht, du.
Did I do something that caused you concern?
No, it's just you seem to be having difficulty introducing yourself.
I rarely have a need to do so, so I was considering what approach to take. After all, is there such a thing as a self in the first place?
Eine gute Frage. Sehr philosophisch.
All I am is a bundle of nervous tissue reacting to external stimuli. If I had to, I guess I'd call myself Pucci Lavman.
Pucci. Ich kann mir die Namen safe nicht merken, hey. Pucci Lavman. Oder so ähnlich.
So, your name is Pucci then?
Names are meaningless. A method of arbitrary labeling for self-recognition. Symbols for categorization. Nothing more.
Okay.
To that end, it serves the same purpose as a detective deed. Or so I, Pucci, believe.
She seems a bit odd.
Ja, ein bisschen, ja.
Most of the World Detective Organization's work is investigating unsolved mysteries. I was trusted with many bureaucratic investigations. My clients are mainly enterprises and politicians. Depending on the client, I use my forte to see if the transaction party is trustworthy.
Was ist denn überhaupt Ihre Fähigkeit?
My forte is known as audio aptitude.
Auditive Begabung.
When I concentrate, I can hear anything from distant whispers, footsteps, and even heartbeats.
Das konnte Ibuki damals auch.
No one is safe to speak of their secrets when I, Pucci, am around.
Oh, then did you hear anything suspicious at the station? Maybe we can figure out what happened to me.
Unfortunately, unless I focus my efforts on listening, I'm unable to hear things far away.
Oh, I see.
Dumm gelaufen.
Constantly listening in on all sounds leads to a sensation of my physical boundaries within reality dissolving away. My already tenuous sense of self starts to vanish, which is why I tend to close my ears unless I'm using my powers.
Being blessed with powers sure comes at a price. Did she always act in such a strange way? Or did it develop after she obtained her forte?
Also sie ist schon ein bisschen komisch, ne?
Regardless, she definitely has a distinct air about her.
Das kann man, glaube ich, über alle hier sagen.
That is all I have to say about myself.
Die sind alle hier so ein bisschen komisch. Was haben wir denn da? Ja, gut.
Oh.
Direkt verliebt hier.
This part of her seems a bit more normal.